Hello everyone, I'm Filmos and today I'm joined by Marcin.
Hello everybody, this is Marcin.
So today is the second day of the anniversary, special, and today we'll be playing Chara Encounter. Now Marcin is here because he was the lead graphic developer of the Encounter.
Yeah, that's saying a lot. I
I mean,
basically just stitched together a couple of sprites from the original game for this one, but
yeah,
I guess I did have
yeah, you did like
some
all of the
input into
sprites
this.
here, and you did a really decent job at them as well. If I were to do it by myself, it would look way worse, especially the bullets. Okay, so after the quick stroll, we get into the jump scare, and now we have to try not to die at the very beginning.
Okay, so did you explain like what this video is about? It's part 2, right? I didn't see part 1.
Yeah, I mean, you're right that I kind of assumed that people watch the part one, but that doesn't have to be the case. This
So we
is like,
gathered here to talk about the times from years long gone when we collaborated through the internet to make this fun game, and I drew the bullets you see on the screen right now in quite a good software that I'm sure if anyone is interested in pixel art
yeah.
already knows.
Let's
It's
make
called
let's make
Sprite.
it. Yeah,
It's really good
well,
software.
yeah, and I really like those swords because if you were to, I mean, at this point you won't see it, but if you were to just watch it back, you will see that there are like the small jellyfish and small. No, okay, I guess we'll see it again.
Yeah, we'll see it
Uh,
again. We'll see again a couple graphical errors that I've made along the way. Because I was like, how old was I? I was like,
that was 5 years ago. Five,
yeah,
4.
so I was half my height, current height, and I didn't really know what I was doing. I was practically uh, dealing with this project as if it was my job seriously, and I took a lot of pride in what I was doing. Even though if you pose like here, I left some artifacts. Like I wanted to uh, make an indicator of where the screen should begin to turn black. And I thought that, well, if I make a big red line, I will surely notice it and remember to remove it before I send the completed file, but I didn't remove it, so it's
Yeah, and
quite quick for
when
you
looking
to
through it, I
tell.
also didn't notice it. So yeah, and I think there's like another copy somewhere above.
It's there.
Oh yeah, see, it's like way smaller, way less noticeable, but still, it's
Okay, so I'm not sure why it's here because it's not the same thing copied because it's shorter. So I must have made another indicator here for something, but nothing started there.
no idea. Okay. Oh yeah, and the very early dialogue you can't skip, so we have to go over it again, and especially since the first wave is quite hard, because those red bullets can just kill you in one hit, which is not fair now that I think about it. But yeah,
Well, it's red, so you should avoid it.
I mean, yeah, but you
Didn't
don't
we
even
want
know
to?
that at the very beginning, you don't even know that they're coming for you. It's the very
Didn't
first
we
attack.
want to get the dialogues voice acted by someone on Fiverr?
Dialogues? No, I mean there is no voice acting in Undertale overall, so why?
I guess. Well, they didn't they say like like in Animal Crossing?
No
They
idea
have
what you're talking.
like voices with sounds and not actual words, right? Or not?
Yeah, they have like sound fonts, but it's in here.
Ah, okay. So I just can't hear your screen, so I forgot it's there.
Oh, wait, you can't hear anything?
No, I cannot.
That's weird. Okay. Okay, so I guess we'll have to just do with that. Okay, I'm really trying to beat this very first attack.
Well, you have the easy mode if you need. Oh, it's good.
It won't help. Red insta kills you even if you're on easy mode.
So what did the easy mode change? It added more checkpoints, or I don't remember.
No, I think it just changes the hit damage for all the other bullets.
No.
So if you're hit by a white bullet, it takes 1 damage instead of 3.
So after the breakout hit of the glitch encounter
Yeah.
was this one whole
Yeah, this came as a
lot
second
of fun?
part. This was
More?
This was supposed to be like, yeah, we did something. The glitch encounter was actually good. People like it. And I was like, okay, so let's do something real this time. Because the glitch encounter was kind of like, just me playing around. Not really anything serious. But you can see that this is like supposed to have a storyline and supposed to have like everything. I did it this
and
time.
it's made in the Undertale engine.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah,
I
the glitch
remember
encounter-
correctly, Undertale did not support like Overworld at that time.
Oh,
so what
yeah,
you did
no.
there in the first wave, in the first intro, where you walk up the, up the yellow room, it's actually coded as an attack wave, right?
Yeah. There were a lot of things that were like, really, because this was the Unity, it was not CIF yet, so there are many things that were just left undone and just, only as a plan, not really as a thing that's supported. But I thought like, no, I'm not going to let that stop me, and I just coded many weird things myself.
Yes, so like you were the first one in the world, right, to do something like this. So that
Not
might have
sure
contributed
if the
to
first one, but definitely there weren't that many before.
Because I think then someone made some kind of library or an extension to the engine that allows you to do.
Yeah. Later, it's a whole new engine. It's like an update, but with like a lot of changes. Renaud the Lookout, I think that's his name. I mean that's his nick. Started working on like updates just on his own. And he added overworld, added a lot of stuff, like item
Yeah, I
menu.
remember when it was being developed.
The item menu, so when you can kill yourself, which I probably should right now. Yeah, that also wasn't there at the game. It's also, a lot of tricks. Okay, that seems easy. So
Okay.
yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff, and because there's a lot of weird stuff, there's also probably a lot of weird bugs that no one have encountered yet, but they are probably somewhere there. You want to say something, but Chara isn't listening. No idea what I should do here.
Well, you've been talking to her for a couple attacks now, so you should probably continue down the road.
I mean, yeah, but she says that. It says that she's no longer listening. So I guess that's a indication that I shouldn't be talking. Not sure. No, don't remember anymore. Yeah, Chara is determined to kill you.
Is that a reference to Undertale?
No.
Okay, sorry. Just my fandom self sees Undertale everywhere.
Yeah, by the way, Undertale is like a really big game, and I have to say that, oh no, wait, I'm going to talk in a moment. This is kind of okay. Yeah.
Was Undertale an inspiration while doing the Chara Encounter?
Yeah, I wanted to just ask you, how did Undertale affect your life? Because for me it was, firstly it's a great game.
Maybe it jump started your career.
Yeah, it actually did.
Indie game developer.
Yeah.
It
Oh.
didn't really have that much impact on me. I got it as a gift. I played it. I didn't quite like it, but then I was told that I was supposed to like it, so I gave it another shot. And it was pretty good. I was younger at that age, so I watched more YouTube. And there were quite many YouTubers because they were all jumping on the popular game train. So I guess I did spend some time with it, some consuming the media, or not that much playing the actual game, but its relevance in popular culture is surely not to be understated.
Yeah, I actually didn't play the game myself as well. I just watched Jacksepticeye's playthrough, I think. And yeah, that was like, now after a while, knowing how big of a deal that game is, at least for me, I kind of regret that not playing myself. But at the same time,
You never played it?
no, never played it. I played Deltarune, sorry. I played Deltarune when it came out, but that's about it. Okay, I'm trying to spare her now. Oh, yeah, see? Talking about bugs, I'm quite sure I shouldn't be this color when I'm not on a string.
So, if I remember correctly, the other Undertale encounters of that time, 5 years ago, not 5 years ago, it's 4 years ago. I guess it was released. When was it released?
It was... I know, Glitch Encounter was released like exactly 5 years ago and a week.
Okay.
Chara Encounter came few months after, like 2-3 months, I think.
Mhm.
So it's nearly 5 years, and I'm really
Okay, so if I
dying.
remember correctly, the other encounters that were released at that time
And I did.
well, utilized all that the engine offered, but there were really few examples that went out of the way to create more mechanics than I guess even the Undertale creators anticipated. For
Actually,
example, yeah.
not sure about that. I mean, it's been a long time ago, but I think there were few that were like really great. Of course, now there is like way more.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if I think that this is like the greatest encounter that there was at the time. I mean, it's good. I mean, it's okay. It's not really that good because there are many weird things, and we'll get to the weirdest one in a moment once we get into the power-up state of Chara. Assuming I don't
I
like yours.
remember a bit about the power-up state, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah. Let's not spoil for those who don't know.
There
Okay,
are
this is
some animation which gave me trouble. Okay, so I used to go by this jellyfish symbol, so I wanted to put like a signature somewhere in the game, and it happened to be on that sword that crossed the blue sword that crossed your screen. Does it ever appear again, or is it just a one-off?
I don't think so. I think that just in the very first attack. But at the same time, as you can see, we die quite a lot, and we go back to that sword quite a lot. Okay, let's try talking then sparing.
Every time you die, it's canon, right? That your character died, or am I misremembering?
Yeah, it's kind of like Sans fight. He remembers every time you die. Except
in your encounter as well, or not?
I mean, yes and no at the same time. I'm not sure if Chara ever says that directly, but yeah, when we get to the souls part, then you will see that yeah, we died quite a lot.
Sure.
Okay. So, how did you pass those 5 years? Did you do any more spriting? Or just animation?
No, not really. I guess I gave up on that and proceeded to not do it for the following years. Although the experience that I gained with this image manipulation programs, I'm not calling like Astrite in particular because it was more, well, it was exactly pixel art oriented, but I did get quite some experience in Photoshop, and I think that being proficient in Photoshop is quite useful for everyday things. I don't think a week goes by without doing something handy in Photoshop, like making a flyer or something school related or something for someone. And when I was doing it, I was really just entering like this image manipulation side of the computer, and it stuck with me to this day. So even if it's not artistic, the experience certainly helped and was being developed over time.
Yeah. So you say you don't regret it, working on this and wasting your time?
No, I don't.
Drawing
regret
words.
Drawing stars. Actually, you got. I think you got like 2 different knives from somewhere, and
Did I?
made the other ones, but I don't quite remember where you got the 2 knives from.
Ah.
I think that the knives that were going in a way from above, just before, I didn't make them. I don't think, or these ones. I don't think I've made them.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't remember. Again, 5 years ago. That's such a long time. So I don't really remember exactly how it went, but it could be right. Let's try talking again. No, but Chara still isn't listening.
It's interesting to talk about the reception of the encounter on the internet.
Yeah, it completely went crazy. Like,
you uploaded the encounter, like a gameplay of it.
yeah.
And how was it received?
I mean, there were like so many people just said like that's an amazing counter, and there were so many people just like there to just being happy that that's a thing. Yeah, like that was quite overwhelming at the time because after the Glitch Encounter I knew that this could be something big, but not like that big. At this point, I think it has like 6 or 7 million views. A single video, which is completely.
No. We'll talk about it later because now the main gameplay video that you've uploaded first was being well received, but then you uploaded a couple months later, I think, or weeks, the other ending video.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the algorithm picked the appendix video instead of the main video.
Yeah, that's true.
And
I mean,
no?
there are in the all endings. I think the fact that it's longer worked for its advantage, because you're right that the all endings video like got way more views than the standard video when they showcase it.
Yeah, it's at 6.5 million views right now.
That's so much. And that was, I mean, even though it was like 5 years, like, so 5 years it's a lot of time to gain views, but still, 6.5 million.
It was gaining those views over time. It wasn't like an overnight.
Yeah, it's still gaining views. It's still
people for some reason still think about Undertale and think about.
Yeah, Undertale isn't that like at all. It's still a really active subject. So that's also quite interesting.
When was the last time that anything official Undertale related?
I mean, Undertale. There was that concert for 5th anniversary. That was like a thing. But other than that, I think it's just Deltarune, because it's like a sequel, so everyone is hyped for that.
A demo, right, of it, not the full game.
Yeah, it was like a first chapter, I believe. And I think it's either the second chapter will be coming soon or all of them will be coming at the same time. Okay, let's try checking.
Yes, what
Guardian.
does it mean that your heart has a hole in it?
It was that weird. Oh, and this is the heart meant that I had to go in a circle, and the slice heart attack is actually quite funny because when Undertale came for Switch, they had a similar mechanic but with like 2 different controllers. So
Oh. Okay, so I guess that was something official. I'm
and
looking at the Deltarune site right now, and the last post is from September of 2020.
yeah, I think if you go check Toby Fox's Twitter, you'll get more luck.
Oh.
There's a bit more info over there. Okay, this is actually really tiring because I have to really mash those buttons to even move a bit. Come on, how long is it?
Okay, so were you at this point just trying to fit as many different colors and as many different mechanics into one?
Yeah, here I was like, yeah, new stuff, a lot of new stuff. This wasn't done, this wasn't done, this wasn't done, let's do it all. Not really thematically connected, but yeah, just everything that there is.
What is the canonical reason that while you are fighting Chara, you cannot move that much?
Oh yeah, why you cannot move? The idea is that Chara is just super powerful. Oh, okay, this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. This attack. This is like it gave me a really hard time.
And why can I see his face?
What are you talking about, Chara?
No, I'm talking about this this set of images that keeps changing in the top left corner of the screen.
It's glitch.
Papyrus there.
Yeah, it's glitch from the previous encounter.
So
You know, the canonical connection
the glitch,
between this
right?
encounter and the previous one.
The dog of Chara.
The dog of Chara, kinda.
Was it
Chara
this encounter or the last encounter that you had like alternative versions of Papyrus? I think. And
It's in the next one. It's in the next one. It's in the final encounter. That's a big one. And I'm running.
Something happened with your heart there.
Yeah, I got glitched. It inverts my controls and it's really hard to control.
Well, you should invert your keyboard.
Oh, that would be cheating. Yeah, and this is the important part. They show you the soul and the laser and the square of souls.
So now an animation should have been playing of those souls like going around the play area, right?
Yeah, something like that.
And
Overall,
I never bothered to do it.
Yeah, like no idea why, but the reason why this is like in this in the corner, just like a square, is because it's actually a single sprite. Those are not many arts. It's a single sprite, and that's no idea why we did it that way, but that's like probably the worst way to do it.
Sure, because then it would have been easier to just animate 100 individual hearts going in the circle.
Yeah, it could be just, like a few sinus functions or something like that.
Oh, of course, that's major.
So that would be quite easy to do, but no, let's just do a single sprite and let's do it in paint instead. Yeah, and they actually, many people said that they look like Minecraft HP when you like give yourself an effect with many health boosts.
Yeah, it could have been like we could have just erased one for every heart to see on the screen, but
yeah, that would also be really cool. But yeah,
it's supposed to be representative of the infinite ammo she has, right?
Yeah, right. It's supposed to like this amazing power that she has, that she can just kill you. But yeah, that's no idea. It's like, I think this is like my biggest regret from the whole encounter. Is exactly this, that those sprites are just like there. Not much effort put into them. The other thing that you can see is that when a soul explodes, from time to time the whole screen just flashes red. And
Can you?
actually,
I didn't notice.
yeah, okay, yeah. So I noticed it, and I noticed quite a lot. And the reason why that is actually there isn't a problem with the code, but instead with the engine. It did some weird things with scaling, and I never managed to do a workaround for that. So those are just, it's just there. Okay, so I have. Oh, I have.
Scaled up. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I have a music box, so we should probably just play it because otherwise I'll die. Oh no, there is the final attack now. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. No idea if I can survive this.
I don't remember the final attack, so.
The final attack is long
So
and painful.
why are some of those letters like moving?
Oh, it's an
Is it
Undertale
moving?
thing. I believe
okay.
it's in the Undertale as well. It's just like, you know. And this is the part when we show that Chara has still some human emotions and still care for
I remember
Azier.
those eyes. Well, it
Those eyes
looks
are actually quite cool.
quite pathetic, but I was really proud of those eyes.
I mean, I don't know. I actually like them really quite a lot, to be honest. The animation of flaming can be a bit weird, but still, 5 years ago. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh no, I remember this part. This is a bad part. This is a bad part.
If
No,
you
no,
die
no,
here,
no.
we are going to.
Why did you say that?
Okay, so I guess we have some more time to talk about.
No. I think if
event.
I remember correctly, I am not that cruel of a man, and I can just play from the final attack.
Oh.
It's kind of cheating, but
Did
not
you
really.
prepare for it for this video, or was it always there, this option?
I think it was. I mean, I didn't prepare it for this video, so it had to be always there.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we are max HP. We can try this again. The really weird part about it is the fact that you can't see your HP.
Yeah, why did
It's-
you do it like this?
I mean, because it was like supposed to be darkness, and it's quite actually making things quite difficult, not knowing if you should eat or not. So that makes you a bit more uneasy and on the edge. And just there are less sprites to make when everything is dark. That's also the case. Okay, yeah, and if I go up here, I think I managed to make myself
Any
enough
of
room.
it like generated? Is it all pre-generated or little movement of the like the shurikens, or are parts of it?
No, the shurikens just go in a circle motion, and they spawn at the point when you are at. So
Okay, so it's based on. So it's not the same everyone.
yeah. If you
Could
can
program,
trick it, you can trick it by
algorithm.
standing in a proper position, and then you can just, you know, make yourself enough room to dodge.
Can you make? Is it possible to make an algorithm that beats this encounter every time? Like not based on I guess visual input, but just knowing the rules and moving in a certain way.
I think so. I don't think there are any random elements. Oh no, there's a certain point when random attacks starts to happen, but other than that, I think that could be done. Because as you see, the pattern of attacks is still the same,
Mm-hmm.
and if you were to just If you were to just use the same exact input every time, you should be able to dodge every time.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
Okay. No, oh, yeah, don't stay too close to the edge. Oh, and this is the... Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's still doable. It's still okay. Everything is fine. Yeah, so the other thing that is probably usually unnoticed is that her eyes go darker as the fight goes on.
So okay, so what is that symbolizing?
That she is getting tired. Just like that. And the reason why
She
the...
didn't have all that power in the first place.
Well, yeah, but kinda, you know... Okay. What would it be without the final attack, right? Okay. Actually, I think we're nearing the end because her eyes are completely gone now. Am I right?
And the hearts were falling slower, I think.
Oh, you feel tired. Oh yeah, I'm tired, but Chara is probably tired as well. Can I like talk to her now? Oh yeah, and her attacks should be getting weaker right now as we talk more and more about Azrael. So Chara, believe me what I say.
The lore, because
Azrael is her brother. He's the son of Toriel and Asgore, and they grew up together. I mean, I think so, but I'm not sure. Yeah, and this is like this. The ending is absolutely amazing. It's like, okay, yeah, let's go. I mean, that's kind of accurate because if you just learn that your long lost brother is in pain and you have the only thing that can help him, you would also not waste your time on chit chat. But at the same time, that ending is not really great. I don't.
You have made it that well. You earned 0 HP and 0 gold. Like,
yeah, that's because you didn't kill.
congratulations. You didn't accomplish. Because in Undertale, it meant something else, right? XP was bad, I guess.
Yeah, XP was bad. XP was when you...
Yeah, extermination
XP.
point.
Yeah, exactly.
Or execution points. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's it. We did it. There's...
Okay, so which ending was that? Because you had a couple endings.
Yeah, that was the pacifist one because we told her or him, because at this point no one knows what's Chara's gender, and that Azrael is alive, and they went to help them. So that's going to be important in the next encounter, the final encounter. The final encounter and Chara encounter are quite connected. The other endings is genocide, when you just murder them. There is the pacifist, when you die, I think. And there's a secret ending, which is weird and hard to
the
get.
secret ending, you have to not get hit the whole game, right?
The whole game from the very beginning.
And what was the change?
The thing was, it's like neutral ending, but you actually survive. And then Chara is scared and runs away. And that's it.
So pretty underwhelming.
Yeah, when I put it like that, you're right. Yeah. I mean, the two things that I regret most about this encounter, you can see at this very moment. The square of hearts and the ending itself.
I remember you couldn't have beaten the secret ending yourself and had to organize a competition for someone to do it and record it.
Yeah. That video is linked in the channel, and I probably will put it in the description as well, if anyone is interested more in the secret ending. Thank you all guys for watching. Next week, as we said a few times, we'll be doing the final encounter. It's a big one. There is a lot of stuff going there, so if you want to be notified about that, just subscribe. And yeah, there's a link to the Discord server in the description as well, if you want to join us, talk about the secret ending and those amazing hearts in a square. But that will be all. See you next week.